Yo, what's up, boys? Let me get this right here. What's up? How is everybody? David Edge, I see you're here. You're always early. You know what I actually really wanted to do today, because I'm going to try to make this kind of quick, because I know it's a holiday weekend and people are probably doing stuff and they don't want to sit in their house at their computer. I want to go over quickly. the some of the Haslab thing. But what I wanted to do before that is, as people start to join here, I forgot to do this last time. I kind of want to see what state everybody's in. So if you can just put in the chat what state you're in. Only One Kenobi. Oh, I saw that you just posted you posted recently a Haslab video. I want to go check it out. I didn't have time before this. But if you can, I want to see where everybody is state-wise. What is this? I got a pop-up here about my HP support assistant. But, Jersey. But, what does everybody think? Sweden, no shit. UK. Mexico. So, anyway, what has anyone backed the lightsaber for Haslab? Massachusetts and Rhode Island. That's where I am. Have we spoken about this? Wow, that's crazy. Okay, so anyway, has anybody backed the lightsaber? Is anybody going to? I don't want anyone to make fun of anyone that actually is. I think I kind of alienated some people yesterday who were actually sequel fans, because right after the live stream, I got like 4 or 5 people unsubscribed. So I think I might have insulted some people with talking the way I did about, because I thought it was funny that when I asked what your favorite sequel movie was, people put none. So anyway, but so I just kind of wanted to talk about the Haslab, how that's at about 1,300 and it needs to get to 5,000. And I saw that the G.I. Joe one, the HISS tank, is now backed and up to 12,000 backers in like 3 days. And how much of just a fail this has been on the side of Black Series again. They have completely failed us. And I just don't know. I honestly think that they still didn't get it from the failure of the Rancor. They don't understand what we want. They don't understand the fan base or what hardcore fans want. Whereas the G.I. Joe team, the first time they did a 6-inch one, pretty much nailed it on the head, got what people wanted, and it might be a little bit overpriced at 300 for what you're getting, but they kept it affordable. They did something smaller and easier to do, and it was affordable, and people backed it. There's a huge difference between $300 and $500. Oh, nice. Boba Fred just joined. That's awesome. That's another thing I wanted to mention that I didn't. That the memberships are now open. There's 3 levels like I went over last time. The benefit of getting the level 2 or the level 3 is that there's additional live streams just for those members. And during those live streams, there will be giveaways for things. I do have a giveaway today, by the way, but there will be giveaways for things, and that's why they're a little bit more expensive. So if you want to join, that'd be awesome. Yo, what's up? Mark Kampf. Oh, that's a cool last name. So anyway, I saw this lightsaber thing, which isn't even constructed that greatly. Like, it kind of sags on the sides. I don't know if you guys kind of noticed that. It was, but I'm honestly shocked that they just don't understand the fan base. Like, whereas and I'd have to say that probably the G.I. Joe team definitely took a page out of this, they actually learned something from the Rancor and immediately included a figure with the HISS tank. And then also they actually did a promotion where, like, if you backed it, if it got 8,000 backers by a certain date, by the 6th, July 6th, I think, they would include it for everybody. And guess what? They did. And guess what? It backed. So I don't know how the Star Wars team is. I know people have called for Patrick's job and other people's job. I've never been that. I always, I don't want to see anybody lose their jobs. But if you learned nothing from the Rancor and then you come back with a lightsaber, I mean, I think it might be time to get some new people in there. They obviously don't know what we want. I mean, how can you miss the basic purpose of the Haslab, which is to make something that everybody wants, that we want, that is too expensive for us to put on the shelf. And the lightsaber misses all that. Who was asking for this lightsaber? Like, we didn't even one of the biggest problems is there is no nostalgia factor for this lightsaber. If you did an X-Wing or something, there'd be a nostalgia factor. There's none of that. The show hadn't even. The show had just started. I mean, it's like kind of shocking, and maybe the funniest part. Yes, Haslabs are definitely declining. Yes, $150 sabers to $500 sabers. Insane. Although I kind of get what they were thinking, because don't people pay like up to $500 at Disney parks for the lightsabers that they construct? So I kind of understand that, like, they're thinking a little bit more. They probably wanted to, after the Rancor, they probably wanted to do something safe, I'm assuming. And they're like, well, lightsabers, people buy the lightsabers. Somebody, their Shop Disney recently had an exclusive that was both of Ahsoka Tano's lightsabers in a set, and that was like $500 or something, and people bought that. So it's definitely embarrassing. So I honestly, it blows my mind that this is where we're at for Black Series. They haven't done a successful one yet. And it doesn't look like this one's going to back unless there's a huge backing at the end. It's already been like a month. It's been over a month because it was May 27th it started. May 27th, they're at 1,300 backers. Oh, it went up the day before the show premiered. Okay, I thought it was around episode 2. So there was no time for nostalgia. There was no time to love these characters. That's one of the things that people call for when they're trying to suggest which Haslab that Hasbro should make. They want it to be something that we love. And if you choose something that's new, what you're doing is you're choosing something that's not going to be something that's connected to the hardcore fans, or collectors like us, and if you're doing it for the new fans, they're not willing to spend $500. So you have to have some notion of nostalgia in there to get people who are willing to spend this money on board. And I just don't understand how they just don't understand these basic concepts when it comes to this. So I've been thinking I wasn't going to do it, but I got to make a video about this, comparing the two, because it's like, I don't understand. The Star Wars team learns nothing from their mistakes. The G.I. Joe team learns everything from the Star Wars team mistakes and knock it out of the park. It's crazy. It's it's embarrassing. So I wasn't going to do it because, sometimes the videos some of them take a long time, and a lot of them take a lot out of me, especially the Haslab ones, as much as I loved putting them to, and I loved the final product. A lot of emotion goes into them because I care too much, and it takes a lot out of me to do them. But I kind of wanted to get some of your guys' thoughts on it. And what I wanted to also mention, I don't know if you've noticed, but for the, it's going all right, Mitch. It's going all right. Right. So I do think there was a lot of pressure from Lucasfilm to do this, to make it something from the new Kenobi. But I don't understand why you couldn't make it some. I don't know. You could have picked something. If you're gonna do that, then make something related to Obi-Wan Kenobi, so you can still have the nostalgia factor there that will bring the hardcore collectors in. I don't understand why you would. That's crazy to me. So, but I kind of want to get some of your very overpriced. Yes, $500 is insane for this. But I wanted to see, what was I going to say? Oh, yes. So I was going through the comments of just quickly going through the comments of the of their post about it, of their recent posts about it. They had a video from Star Wars Celebration that had it on display, and I was just going through all the comments. There was 260 of them, and I was going through the comments, and there I didn't find one post supporting the actual lightsaber. There wasn't one. They were all negative, all of them. And then the next post that they did after that, which is the more recent post, they just turned off comments altogether, so you can't comment. So they aren't all negative about the product. Like, how telling is that? That not one person actually made a comment that was encouraging for this project. It's it's almost, you almost have to laugh because it's just so crazy. I don't know. I wrote some things down. I'm just kind of reading them quickly. They turn off comments. Yes. Facebook too? Yeah. For Instagram, I was talking about. Yeah, they turned off the comments. It was crazy. But also, I did want to mention that like I said in the other videos for Haslab, for the Rancor videos, and intros for I think both of them, but I know for one of them that the Rancor failing, this is the direct result of the Rancor failing, because hopefully, I really hope so. I hope that we haven't scared Hasbro off from trying to do something involving a vehicle for Black Series with the failure of the Rancor. And they probably thought it was a safer bet to go with the lightsaber or something different for Black Series, which is a horrible idea, but I think that might be what they were thinking. But they still haven't tried to give us a vehicle. You know, like an X-Wing would sell. Even you can do something smaller, do an A-Wing. You can do an A-Wing or Anakin's A-Wing or Anakin's Jedi, and what is it, the Intercept? What are the Jedi, I've lost it. X-Wing would be great. Yes, I know that it's that the scale is hard, but you could still get it done. Even if it wasn't an inch or two smaller than the scale would say, it would still work. Yes, it's crazy. ATST, I thought about too. Interceptor, yes, thank you. I thought I was going to say Interceptor, but then I was like, no, wait, no, that's the name of the new cop car. But I guess it's the same. They're both Interceptor. Yes, ATST, I thought about that too. If they could get one that actually stands up and works, unlike the TVC one, yeah, that'd be awesome. And it would come with one of my favorites, if you've watched some of these lists, one of my favorites, which is the ATST driver. For some reason, he hits it home for me. I love that guy. Jedi Starfighter. Yep, I like that. Yeah, I think their best bet would be the original trilogy as well. I think that will get you the most nostalgic, and that will also get you all the older collectors. I think that's a safe bet before you go do anything else. Yes, so yeah, ATSD would be cool. I'm also still butthurt over the Rancor. Yes, no Ula. And I just wanted to mention something else. Yeah, I know, that's right. Like, why pick the it's a strange character to pick something from. Yeah, yes, that's what I thought was going to happen. I thought it was Return of the Jedi Anniversary. We're going to get something related to that, along with get ready for all the repacks, because those are coming too. We'll be getting, what are we getting? We're going to get the carded Return of the Jedi carded figures. They're going to be all repacked. Get ready for it. It's coming. Yeah, republish it. Y-wings, I think, are too big, but I'd still. Again. You could shrink down this. It doesn't need to be exact 1/6 or 1/12 scale. You can scale it back a few inches, and it still works. There's an idea, CHEWIE crossbow, but I still think you need to successfully do a small vehicle before you get into stuff like that. Yeah, I know, right? I've heard about this character not being like just scream and emotional, and just not the best character to have something from. That's a good point, right? So if you did something like an ATST or an X-wing or Y-wing or something like that, you would many people would order more than one. Yoda's hut diorama. There was another one. Somebody suggested Vader's Vader's chamber thing. I thought that was kind of a cool idea. Again, I still think you need to do a vehicle first, though. Yeah, you're right. Yes, another Chewie on a Return of the Jedi card is definitely coming. Yeah, you know what? You could. I think I even, the video games kind of fall into the nostalgia thing, especially, because they're older video games. I think that kind of falls into nostalgia too. Mark Hauser, thank you very much. Yes, that was one of my Vader's TIE Fighter was one of my original suggestions. I thought that would be a smaller vehicle that you could get done. Yeah, so who was talking about Baymax, Ula, and Slave Leia were both in the recent Lego game. So yeah, so the whole canceled thing was kind of like that was planned. They weren't canceled per se. It was well, this is what I heard, that it was more to just spark up some debate and bring attention to whatever they were selling at the time. I forget what it was. Somebody will remember in the comments. Star Killer Black Series should come very soon. Fault of Hasbro. I'm gonna go fault of Hasbro and Lucas. Everybody. Oh, nice. The sex bots just showed up. Nice. Seems legit. They always make an appearance. So anyway, I like some of these suggestions. Does anybody else have any more suggestions? I kind of like these. These are cool. Darth Malgus needs to be in the Black Series for sure. I would love to have a Darth Malgus. And if it brings his vehicle, why not? That's a great idea. Sure, yes, the Wookiee catamaran. That's fun. But yeah. So I don't know. I haven't really thought about the sex bot. Yes. So yeah. So I mean, I'm planning on doing a video about it. I'm gonna start working on it because I just the separation, the brain power, just the complete separation between what the GI Joe team did versus what the Star Wars team is doing, it just blows my mind. I don't know how Dooku is not in the TVC. That's a very, very good idea. Yeah, the Emperor and his like throne thing from Rise of Skywalker. I don't know why they never released either version of the Emperor from that movie. There's like two of the figures I actually would want to buy from that movie, and they never released them. I don't know. I don't know who's making these decisions, but they're somebody needs to something needs to get shaked up over there. I mean, they all seem like very nice people. I don't want to wish any harm on anybody like that, but or anyone to lose their job, but they got to shake something up because the decision makers are not making very good decisions. I've heard other people suggest that too. The Phase 2 Clone Trooper helmet. I mean, that wouldn't be something that I would personally want, but I've heard other people suggest that. So, again, they need to re-release Grievous, for NTVC, and make him actually be able to stand up. That'd be great. Yeah, the fans to be in charge. That's another thing. Who wanted this? Nobody was banging on the doors down at Pawtucket at Hasbro demanding this lightsaber. Like, people have suggested these other things that are going through the chat many times. I'm sure they saw them. So I don't understand where this choice came from, especially at this price point. Like, nobody. I'm only going to throw $500 down on something that I really want, or I've wanted for a long time. Not something I kind of just found out about now. Like I know that's a lightsaber for all the Inquisitors or whatever. It's not just. But come on, what am I going to even do with that? Grievous wheel bike. That's cool. I like that idea. Wrecker helmet. That's interesting. Hans blaster. Yeah, I mean that's kind of cool too. But again, I think they really need to do. All right, Obi-Wan, only one. I'll check your video out soon. Yeah, they should do that. That's a good idea. Vote for the helmets. All right, so I will always buy any these. Yes, if they did a Slave 1 with an exclusive Boba Fett, I would buy that in a second. I don't know. I think they're trying to get away from it, but yes, I would buy it. It would be big. Again, you can scale it down. It doesn't need to be exactly 1/12 scale. You can scale it down, and it would still fit. They did kind of similar things for the toys back when we were younger. So anyway, does anyone know anyone who backed it? Hey Archer, what's up, buddy? What's up, man? I got to get on your live stream. We got to link up. Does anyone know anyone that actually backed it? Because there are 1,300 people who did. I'm kind of thinking. Yeah, I like that idea. I'm kind of thinking that somebody that a lot of the backers might be resellers who are just like, oh, a Haslab, and they backed it because a lot of them drop off, and then it stayed at like 300, like within like 20 of 300 for like a couple weeks. Okay, retailers, that makes sense. Yeah, hit me up in the DMs. What? Retailers, sure. Some retailers. Yes, the Hasbro employees for sure. I actually in the comments I had a discussion with the Hasbro employee once, who was I think I said that Hasbro doesn't care. I'm like, they don't care. And they're like, oh yeah, the Hasbro team care. I'm like, oh man, you must work there. But it definitely was a Hasbro employee. So yeah, so somebody who honestly, that's the thing. Well, like, and how they make all these lightsabers, and they're so expensive. I don't know anyone who collects them. You said somebody said that they know somebody who only collects lightsabers. I know 0 people who collect the lightsabers. I don't own any. I bought my father one once, Darth Vader's, for Christmas. I think it was Vader's one year. That's it. That's the only one. I don't know anyone else who owns any. Yes, exactly. Matthew Cardoza. Read that comment, everyone. That's exactly right. Yes, I think that Disney put pressure on it to be something from the Obi-Wan Kenobi series. I think that they still should have. The Star Tours speeder. I like. Love it. I know the lightsaber people must be out there. I know because they sell and they keep making them, but I just don't think that's hold on 1 second. Hold on, I'll be right back. Hello? Hi. Yeah. Yeah, sure. Hold on. All right, sorry about that. Okay. Anyway, that's interesting. Yes, there are companies that make better lightsabers, right? Like they're kind of cheap, like the lightsabers that Hasbro makes, even though they're expensive. I mean, cheaply made. Sorry, I had to Apollo. I had to leave for a second. Got a phone call. I had to handle some business quickly. That's what I thought, Isaac. That's exactly what I thought. Like the actual demographic that buys lightsabers has to be very small. So to make them to depend on them to spend $500 for something for a Haslab doesn't a non nostalgic one seems like a crazy idea to me. Where the action figure demographic is much bigger, where you're much more likely to get people who are gonna spend that $500. It's such a weird decision. Aren't they? Yes, they're cheaply made, right? They don't seem like they're very sturdy. But I don't know. It's a crazy idea. Everything they do is weird. Yes, everything they do is weird. That's true. Yes, it could be a lot of retailers who are backing it. I don't know who the people are who are backing it, but it's no one that I know, and it's no one that anybody we know what in this group of people who are here, we all know one person combined that has backed it. That's another thing about them. They're kind of like how Black Series figures used to be when they were doing all the sequel trilogies, where it wasn't even worth it to buy them regular price because you know that they'll go on sale. So you don't have to pay price for them. So that's another thing I've always noticed with these lightsabers. These lightsabers always go on sale, like half off. Like why buy? Why am I going to pay retail price where in like 4 months they're gonna be half the price? Oh, so I don't know. I will eventually make this video. I'm gonna start making the video. I know this is a holiday weekend, so I didn't expect to do too much today. But what I did want to, I would love a Mace Windu's lightsaber. I think that is super cool. But I've never bought. Like I said, I've never bought one. Yeah, an Amazon exclusive, something like that, where you make it limited anyway, or just put it on the Disney store. I don't. Yeah, nobody pays full price for these. It's like when the sequel trilogy was out. Did anyone pay full price for a Jin? No, nobody did. Nobody paid full price for a Jin. We all bought them for like $9.99. But good thing for G.I. Joe. Way to get after it. I'm happy for G.I. Joe fans. I do collect the G.I. Joe. Yes, so the legacy ones are pretty cool. I've seen them. That's the Ahsoka 2-pack that I saw. An exclusive Ahsoka 2-pack that came in like a really cool box. That looks sick. That's something. If you're gonna do a lightsaber for a Haslab, that's what it's gonna look like. And now they came up with this crap, but it's looking more and more that 2 on offer over $40. It's looking more and more that TVC is the best option for Haslab. And I don't want to say that fully just because I don't think that they've really given Black Series a fair shake yet. I don't think that they've actually done a project where that can define Black Series and really say, all right, well, this isn't profitable or this isn't going to work, because they messed up the Rancor. We all know that. And they messed this up too. They still just haven't done a vehicle, just a small vehicle, TVC Death Star playset. Somebody just said it would be fantastic, but I can't. I've always wanted that. I want a Black Series one. They had one on display at HasCon. It was a Black Series playlist. It was massive, a Black Series playset for 6-inch for the Death Star. It was the craziest. It was crazy. But until you actually give us a good option for Black Series, I don't think you can cross it off the list and be like, you can only do TVC. But we all know TVC works, and partially because, like I said in those videos, yeah, like I said in the videos before, is that there's a massive adult fan base for TVC that have been collecting it for years, 10 years, 20 years, 30, 40 years, that are willing to spend big bucks on an awesome thing that they've been collecting for so long, as opposed to the Black Series, which is newer, that doesn't have as many people in that type of demographic that are willing to to give out that type of dough. Because if that, the Razor Crest, the Falcon, which was like $500 or something, if you see that and you've been collecting TVC for 30 years and you see that, you're not going to be like, oh yeah, I'm going to pass on that. It's going to be the defining thing in my collection. No, I'm not going to buy that. Of course you're going to buy it. So it's unfortunate. And someone put it in here the Black Series Haslabs. That's not the one I meant to say. But yes, so they treat their fans like trash. Yes, and I know that Star Wars Black Series sells more than G.I. Joe Classified, but it seems like Classified kind of has it. It's so difficult. This is what it is. It's so difficult to make something Star Wars that doesn't sell. It sells itself. The name sells itself, and to make something that the Star Wars fans that want to give you their money, that want to collect the stuff, are passing on. I mean, that takes balls. That is a major screw up. Like, how can you screw it up that badly? That's true. I'm almost positive that Disney probably has the hands in the definitely. If that's not the case and they went with this lightsaber, I'd be shocked. Yeah. Yes. Yes. There's 3 different Obi-Wans, right? There's 3 so far. Yeah. Star Wars is a license to print their own money. How do you screw it up? It'll sell itself. It sells itself by name. People want to give you the money, and you give them something that they don't want, that they don't want to spend the money on. Yes, that I said that in my other video. Yes, in a different video. I feel the same way. The TVC TIE Fighter that was $160 and massive. Not the TVC. I'm sorry. The Black Series 6-inch TIE Fighter that was massive put a sour taste in their mouths. For doing vehicles, it was $160. Nobody bought it, but it seemed overpriced to me. But I think that and the Snowspeeder kind of put, even though the Snowspeeder was cool, it still didn't sell awesomely. And I think that probably made them think about, gave them a sour taste in their mouth about doing vehicles for Black Series, which is unfortunate because I think they would work. You just have to do the right one and the right thing and make it look good. I don't think that a first order TIE fighter is your best option for the first Black Series vehicle. Again, probably because Disney has their hands in Hasbro's pockets, saying you got to do something from the new movie, you got to do something from one of these movies, and they did a TIE fighter. I think if you did something, I think if you did something that was more nostalgic from the original trilogy, I think you'd have way more people on board. And yes, the Snowspeeder's awesome. I have the Snowspeeder in the other room, and it is awesome. They absolutely need to hire collectors as consultants and give them some ideas about what's going to happen or what they are going to do. I think that it's very easy to see and figure out what collectors want. On top of that, there's multiple channels and an Instagram account about that. Trooper carrier ship, yeah, that'd be cool. So I don't think it's that difficult to try and figure out what the people want. I mean, the only way that you don't know what collectors want and will buy is that you don't care or you're not trying at all. What would be my dream Haslab? That is such a tough question, but I would love the X-Wing. I would love for Black Series, I guess we're talking. I would love something along those lines. What would be the dream? Dream would be I think it would be the Black Series. No, the Black Series. It was a Death Star playset that they had at Haslab. It was like this massive, and they had different rooms that were like the Death Star. That was awesome. I want that. I know I'll never get it. They'll never release it, but it was awesome. I might even have some old pictures of it. Maybe I can find them if I really tried. Yeah, where are the battle droids? We need the super battle droid. We need all those things for the Black Series. We should be getting them. Isn't it? This is the Attack of the Clones 25th anniversary. Am I wrong? Right? Wouldn't you think that they would get on top of that and maybe do some Attack of the Clones stuff? Because I've already neglected that as major for figures already. I mean, we just got like Dooku and some of the others recently. I think that those are ones that collectors would buy multiples of. So that seems like it'd be Hasbro's bread and butter to drop some of that stuff. But I don't know. I don't know what they're doing over there. Yeah, Hot Toys is doing it. Hot Toys is doing Attack of the Clones figures for the 25th anniversary. Hasbro, no, dropping the ball. Oh, was it the 20th? Your 20th. Yeah, okay, 20th anniversary. This would be the perfect time to drop a bunch of those. Droideka, what else we need? A bunch of those droids. I think that would be those would be awesome. And they've been needed for a long time, but Magna Guard's right. That was the one I was thinking. I wasn't sure if that would be for. That's more of a Revenge of the Sith type of figure, but yes, Magna Guard definitely. Yes, that was on my most wanted list that I did before. I wanted to get one of those. I think those are awesome. But yeah, I think all this stuff should be on the table. I'm sure that if you had some collectors in there, they would absolutely suggest these things. I don't know how you take full advantage of like the 20 or the anniversaries of the 40th anniversaries of the old movies and then not take advantage of the prequel movies. There's tons of prequel fans and that would want some of these figures that have been neglected over the years. I think that you're just leaving money on the table at that point. I think those are all be excellent ideas. Yes, I would love to go over there and be a consultant. Hey, Hasbro, you're hiring. I'm right here. I don't live far away. I will do it for free. I will consult for free. $0. I will be over there. But I think they should. I don't know. Yeah, maybe they will. Maybe they will. I don't know. I hope I sometimes I hope they've seen them and sometimes I hope they haven't. I'll say that. I wish I was at Star Wars. I wish I went to Star Wars Celebration because it looked like some of the Star Wars team was there with the Haslab. I would have loved to get them to answer some questions about it and talk to them about it. But I also Rose Tico anniversary. We need that. So I was worried. But then I thought, I'm like, wait a minute. Would they even? Maybe they would know who I am since I gave them so much gruff. I would worry that they would see me coming and not want to talk to me. You know what else I wanted to talk about today? I wanted to talk about I know, right? They probably wouldn't even let me in. So I wanted to talk about the yes. I don't. Yes, that's got to be it. So I wanted to. I don't know. Actually, you know what I wanted to do quickly? What else do you guys collect other than Star Wars for figures? Do you guys do anything else? Or we have mostly Star Wars only figures. I started off Star Wars only, but now I do much more. Do you guys collect other stuff? I mean, a Millennium Falcon. I heard somebody suggest that the Millennium Falcon cockpit for a Haslab. Marvel Legends, Ghostbusters. Yes. Oh, a Transformers. I've never got into the Transformers as an adult. So we have like a yeah. So I got problems too, Zach. So it looks like we have a vast array of stuff here. Yeah. So I mean, I think it's hard to stay in one lane when you're collecting toys. You see so much cool stuff that you're like, I have to buy that. Oh, Thundercats. Thundercats Super 7s? Oh, I have not collected those, but they look awesome. Wow. 112 Mezcos, huh? That takes some dedication. I haven't seen anyone say Hot Toys yet. Beast Wars. Yeah, transfer. I saw the Beast Wars on sale at my local Walmart recently. Indiana Jones. Wow. Right, not in people's budget. I collect a lot of stuff. I'm trying to cut down because I've looked at my budget of what I'm spending on action figures and it's insane. But yeah, so I do TVC and I do Black Series. Oh, 1/4 statues. What kind of statues? The Sideshow and the Hot Toys or maybe who else does that? Iron Studios. So I do what I do. I got some McFarlane stuff. I do Batman almost specifically for McFarlane unless the figure's like really cool. I have to slow down. Yes, it's insane. What else do I got? I got I do NECA horror. I do NECA Turtles, cartoon and the movie ones. Oh, nice. Car guy. What else do I have? I do other horror stuff from different collectors. I do G.I. Joe classifieds. I did collect the G.I. Joe retro, the small ones, but they discontinued that series. I think that might be it. Oh, and I do some of the Super 7 reaction ones because they do stuff kind of like Funko where you can't. There's nothing to collect from certain IPs. So yeah, I did get the Mondo Gecko for NECA, and I got the Mondo Gecko from Super 7 as well, I think. Yes, very expensive. All right, we'll see you. Yes. So, oh, I do have some diamonds, diamonds select Iron Giant. That's very specific. I got some Ghostbusters. I forgot about Ghostbusters. Especially I bought a. You know what else I tried to collect the Diamond Select Ghostbusters, just the real Ghostbusters one. That was my favorite cartoon as a kid. All right. Hello. Oh God. Hello.